Ang punto ko ay hindi para buksan ang ginagastos ng mga politiko sa mga eleksyon. Ang punto ko ay bakit ang isang kontraktor ay gagastos para sa mga politiko. 1,000,000 piso, ano ang kapalit ng
Para sa Pilipino, walang fake news, walang sinasanto, laban sa korap, laban sa abuso, para sa katotohanan, Pinoy Insight, boses ng Pilipino.
ginastos ni Garjola para sa mga rekto?
Yeah.
At kung may katotohanan man ba ang sinasabi ko na sa April 15, sa dinner na pinicture na nasa Facebook,
So I was telling him, can you please withdraw that particular portion because we find it offensive. For the record, this representation does not engage in any vote buying in any elections, including the last elections of 2025. And I remember Representative Livista saying that he is willing to withdraw that particular portion.
that I said that all. And I definitely withdraw that there are...
Mr. Speaker, the request of this representation is that is with respect to the withdrawal. No need for any explanation. Is he withdrawing?
Yes, but
That
I think also
portion of the speech.
for the benefit of the
Majority
people who are
Leader.
listening,
Mr. Speaker,
I
Majority Leader.
believe that
Order.
party lists
Doesn't need
Majority Leader.
explanation.
not by votes for the most part. Ang itinutukoy kong punto dito ay hindi na may bilihan umano ng mga boto sa eleksyon. Pero na si Congressman Garjola ay umano ang gumastos para sa mga rekto sa Batangas. At least for a large part of their campaign, which I witnessed myself in my district.
Yeah, that's why
At
I
ang
asked
tanong,
Mr. Speaker,
kung totoo
kasi-
man, kahit 1,000,000 piso, ano ang kapalit ng ginastos ni Garjola para sa mga rekto?
Yeah.
At kung may katotohanan man ba ang sinasabi ko na sa April 15, sa dinner na pinicture na nasa Facebook, kwento nila sa akin ang kanilang sistema para sa road openings, bilihan ng lupa, pagpondo gamit ng impluensya sa gobyerno, at pag-raise ng pondo para sa mga eleksyon.
Kaya ako nagtanong, Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague, kasi ganun ba talaga ang gastusan Batangas? Matanong ko po yung ating kasamahan, magkano po ang ginastos niya sa eleksyon?
Actually, mas mababa ang gastusan actually sa Batangas kaysa sa ibang mga probinsya. At kung bubuksan natin kung saan ang pinakamataas, balita ko nasa ibang mga rehiyon ng ating bansa, hindi masyadong mataas ang Calabarzon, di ba? Kong JJ, hindi masyadong mataas sa atin sa Batangas o sa Quezon. Pero
Maybe the
pero
honorable...
ang punto ko ay hindi para buksan ang ginagastos ng mga politiko sa mga eleksyon. Ang punto ko ay bakit ang isang kontraktor ay gagastos para sa mga politiko. Kung election spending ang bubuksan natin, hindi tayo matatapos ngayong araw. Ang punto ko, bakit ang kontraktor, ang lantaran, nag-host ng mga political events para sa mga politiko sa Batangas?
Mr. Speaker, would the Honorable J.J. Suarez respond? But I would continue my line of questioning after his response.
Sorry.
Before we continue, let's put a little order here. Huwag nating gawing free for all to, please.
Ang punto ko,
Honorable
kung
members
anong
of this
ginagastos sa
House.
Quezon o sa
Excuse me,
Batangas,
I'm addressing
mas
the
mababa
floor,
naman.
sir.
Kasi
Order.
probinsya.
I'm addressing the floor. Let's put a little order and let's put a little respect with our colleagues. Honorable JJ, please respond. You were called out.
Yeah, thank you very much, no, Mr. Speaker. I found it a little bit offensive that all of a sudden a dear colleague of mine would call out my name during his collective and personal privilege. But nevertheless, no, insofar as my name was called and he asked me, let me just respond with a few queries of clarificatory in nature. Am I allowed, Mr. Speaker?
Please proceed.
Kanina po na pinakikinggan ko ang pananalita ng ating kinatawan mula sa Batangas. Binanggit niya na may mga halagang ginamit sa kampanya. Totoo po ba ito?
Opo, na ang mga leaders
Meron
sa
po ba
activists dito-
tayong
Yes.
ebidensya na magpapatunay? Meron po bang dokumento? Meron po ba tayong hawak na anumang sinumpang salaysay na magsasabi na ganito nga po talaga ang nangyari?
Unang-una po,
Or tayo po ba ay bumabase lamang sa mga haka-haka at kwento at text at mga Facebook
Okay,
messages?
ilang sagot po. Unang-una, sa campaign sorties, nakikita natin na may gastos. At ang punto ko ay tila si Kong Garjola ay may ginastos para sa campaign sorties ng Vilma at Lucky sa Batangas. Pangalawa, ang leaders ko sa Batangas, ayon sa aking isinalaysay, ay nakatanggap ng pera galing kay Congressman Garjola at ito po ay para ikampanya ang Vilma at Lucky pero galing kay Congressman Garjola. At pangatlo, magpatawag na lang tayo ng pagdinig sa Kongreso para ang mga ibang mga politiko sa Batangas at hindi ako ang pwedeng tumistigo tungkol dito.
Mr. Speaker, tayo po ay nahalal bago 2025. Taon po ngayon ay 2026. Kung talaga pong may mga ganong nangyari na maanomalya o questions of irregularities during the campaign, were the proper cases filed in COMELEC? Were ethics complaint filed in Congress? Why are we now standing here insinuating all sorts of illegal acts that happened in 2025 when so much time has passed?
Unang-una
Now
po,
I question, Mr. Speaker, the timing of all of this. Now I even find it a little bit offensive na pati ako babanggitin. But I'll tell you one thing, Congressman Leviste. Ayos kami sa Quezon, wala kaming problema doon.
ang sinasabi
In fact,
ko mas,
kami
mas
nagkakasundo
mababa
at
ang gastusin sa
nagkakaisa.
Quezon. Walang
Wala.
kalaban ka naman sa nakarang eleksyon di ba?
Congressman Leviste, Mr. Speaker, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be respecting
Please
our rules.
address the
Mr. Speaker, unfortunately, I do not abide by comments of the good congressman from Batangas. I think it's totally uncalled for and baseless. And in fact, it's downright hearsay for him to make such allegations. And if indeed he has factual basis in anything and everything that he is saying, there were proper forums to do the same, to act on those allegations, to make the necessary complaints. Why now? Why here? Mr. Speaker.
First of all, I would like to manifest that I appreciate the help that Deputy Speaker Suarez has extended to me in my first term as a advisor and mentor. And I did not mean any disrespect earlier by mentioning that. My point was that mas mababa ang gastusin sa Quezon at Batangas at sa Calabarzon kumpara sa ibang mga rehiyon. Pero ang punto ko ay hindi ang ginagastos sa election kung hindi ang pinanggagalingan ng gastos na ito. Lalo na kapag lantaran ang kontraktor ay nasa campaign sortie at ako nga ay may personal na karanasan na si Garjola ay gumagastos para sa kampanya ni Vilma at Lucky.
Mr. Speaker,
But in terms of your question, why now? I would like to say that my focus has been on transparency and accountability on corruption in the DPWH and the flood control investigations. Kasi hindi sapat na i-disqualify natin ang mga ang mga kandidato na may vote buying sa mga eleksyon. Dapat kasuhan para sa pagnanakaw ang mga politiko kapag sila ay nahalal na. Kaya yun ang inuna ko, yung pananagutan sa korupsyon sa DPWH. Pero kung pwede ko pong banggitin din, ako po ay hindi sinungaling. Ayokong bulahin ng taong bayan. Lahat tayo dito sa plenaryo ngayon ay may kaalaman na talamak ang vote buying at umaabot sa daan-daang milyon on average at minsan bilyon-bilyon ang mga kampanya ng mga kandidato sa Pilipinas. Kaya kung sino man dito ang magtatayo at nagsasabi na kasinungalingan ang sinasabi ko na umaabot sa daan-daang milyon, at the very least, ang ginagastos ng ibang mga kandidato na nandito sa plenaryo ng Kongreso ngayon, hindi ako mahihiya na magsabi na sila ang sinungaling at ako ay nagsasabi ng totoo. Pero hindi ko balak buksan ng itong issue ngayon. Ang binubuksang issue ko ngayon ay bakit ang kontraktor ang lantarang gumagastos para sa kandidato, meron bang kapalit ang ginastos ng kontraktor na ito?
Mr. Speaker.
Deputy
just-
Speaker
yeah.
Suarez, please
One-
respond and we will wrap
Yeah.
up because
One
the 10
question
minutes
lang.
has already expired. Please take
Uh,
note, Majority Leader.
My colleague from my neighboring province of Batangas was right when he said that mag-iba siguro yung probinsya namin. Gusto ko lang malaman dahil sinabi niya mas mataas ang gastusan. Paano po bang ginastos mo sa eleksyon mo?
Actually, nasa Facebook po, namimigay ako ng libreng school supplies, ng libreng bigas pag may kalamidad, ng Christmas package, lahat po yan, personal ko pong gastos pag walang eleksyon.
Magkano po?
Nasa Facebook po, lahat ng ginastos ko at inanunsyo ko naman na ako po ay nag-donate sa aking foundation ng 6 billion pesos para sa mga estudyante at mga typhoon victims.
Para
Ako
lang
po
maintindihan ko, Mr. Speaker, kasi, di ba, sabi...
Ako po ay hindi
Magkano ba
sisinungaling.
nagastos nyo?
Dahil sinabi ko nga, sinagot ko na, ako ay may foundation na nag-donate ng... Ako ay may...
So yung foundation niyo yung gumastos sa kampanya ninyo na 6 na bilyon? Tama po ba yun?
Hindi po. Ang sinasabi ko, ako ay may foundation na nagbibigay ng school supplies at bigas at relief
So yung
goods.
foundation po niyon ay yun ang nagamit na
Hindi yan ang ginastos
paraan.
ko sa kampanya. Kasi patuloy akong namimigay pa ng tulong
After
sa
the
aking
campaign.
distrito. Opo. Pero kaya ako po binubuksan ito ngayon kasi wala akong itinatago. Naka-post sa Facebook yung mga ipinamimigay ko kasi yan ay hindi kapalit ng boto. At ayaw ko na magkukunwari tayo dito bago ko pa papangalanan ng ibang mga nakatayo sa Kongreso ngayon na balita ko ay may mataas na presyo ng bilihan sa kanilang mga eleksyon na itanggi natin dito na talamak ang vote buying at mataas na spending sa mga kampanya sa Pilipinas. Ang pinupunto ko lang po ngayon ay sa mga nakalap kong impormasyon, si Garjola ang gumastos para sa mga rekto sa Batangas.
Please wrap up, honorable members.
Yeah, I'm
Final
just...
response.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for the time. Medyo nalito lang ako. Parang ang dami na natin pinuntahan na topic, from vote buying to business associates, to
May
also
oras
to
naman tayo.
partnerships, and to...
Mr. Speaker, can we have like 2 hours for this interpellation?
My point is, Mr. Speaker, is there was a proper venue, there was a proper opportunity to take the legal recourse to address whatever concerns and allegations the good congressman. We had all of this. And I hope that we avoid grandstanding and taking opportunity of the podium and the bright lights of Congress to set aside our political interests and use the proper forum so that in such a way we can live by the rule of law and abide by the rules of Congress. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, would
may
like to
I
recognize
continue my
Congressman
time?
Terry Don of Bicol Sarok.
Yeah.
Well,
Mr.
before
Speaker,
we
point of order,
finish
I believe
this,
I'm still
since the time is
interpolating.
expired, the Honorable Ridon is given a few minutes. Please proceed.
Mr. Speaker, point of order.
I just have a point of order, Mr. Speaker.
What is the point of
There
order?
were specific allegations.
Honorable Ridon.
There were specific allegations relating to other regions outside of Calabarzon that are spending so much more during their elections. I think it is not based on truth. It is not based on fact. It should be stricken off the record. I move to strike that particular section out of the record, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I believe I was interpolating and the Honorable J.J. Suarez was allowed to interject. May I proceed with my line of questioning? Lipat lang po ako dun sa...
Mr. Speaker, you have to decide on a point of order. first.
Majority Leader, there was a point of order raised by the Honorable Ridon.
Just for clarification, the point of order is to delete from the records.
Yes, to strike off from the record the allegation that other regions outside of Calabarzon are actually spending more than areas within Calabarzon. I think that is not based on fact. That is not based on truth. It should be stricken out of the record. That is the first point of order,
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker.
Please respond to the point of order.
Move to strike out, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I move to strike out the comments made earlier.
Is
by
there any objection to
Honorable
the
Revista.
motion? Chair hears none, said motion is carried.
Second point of order, Mr. Speaker. The speech by the good congressman from Batangas doesn't appear to be a speech relating to personal and collective privilege. It has branched out to matters that are outside of it. So I think even that this particular speech in its entirety should be stricken off the record, Mr. Speaker.
Majority Leader, there's another point of order.
Mr. Speaker, I move to strike out the...
Mr. Speaker, I object.
There was a motion, duly objected. Duly objected. We now put the motion into a vote to strike out entirely the privileged speech of the
Personal and collective.
personal and collective privilege of the Honorable Leviste. All those in favor, please say aye. All those against, please say nay.
Nay.
The ayes have it. Said the motion is now approved.
Sorry, I object. I
Mr.
think there were
Speaker.
a lot of nays as well. Can we have a roll call vote?
Mr. Speaker, I move to suspend session.
Session suspended. Wala, nag-rule na.
that cannot be backed up by documents and evidence.
Mr. Speaker.
Is there any objection?
Mr. Speaker, may I give a response before a vote is made
Is
on
there
that?
any objection?
I
There was
object.
a motion.
I
Is there
object.
any objection?
I object.
The chair hears none.
I object. I object.
Speaker. Objection.
Let's
Because
put it
Congressman
into a vote.
Garjola gave money to
All
leaders of
those
my
in
district for
favor
Vilma
of
and
the
Lucky.
motion of the
Objection,
Honorable
Mr.
Garin, please say aye.
Politicians, Batangas can testify.
Aye!
All those against?
Objection.
Motion is now carried. Honorable Majority Leader.
May I proceed with my interpellation, Mr. Speaker?
Objection, Mr. Speaker.
Majority Leader. Majority Leader.
Privilege speech po yan. Bakit kailangan i-attach yung ebidensya agad? Seryoso.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, session suspended.
Session suspended. Session is resumed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, may I make a manifestation?
Mr. Speaker, would like to recognize Congressman Terry Ridon of
Actually
Bicol Soro
withdraw
Party List.
The Honorable
A statement I
Ridon
made
is
about
now
regions outside
recognized.
Batangas.
Majority Leader. Majority Leader. The Honorable Ridon is now recognized. Please proceed.
No, we will defer to the next interpolator, Mr. Speaker.
Can you please repeat, sir?
We will defer to Deputy Speaker Garin. for
Okay, the Honorable
interpolation.
Janet Garin will have to continue since she was interrupted during the first sequence of her interpellations. Please proceed, Ma'am D.S. Garin.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Sa atin, of course, kagalang-galang na kulig. Sana hindi mo masamain yung motion. Mr. Speaker, just to clarify, hindi ko po kinukontra. In fact, I'm a very good friend of the Honorable Leviste. But the only reason that I had to amend the motion of the Honorable Ridon is that meron po tayong proseso. And it's for the best interest of the Honorable Leviste to file a case, produce the evidence, rather than taking the rostrum and making allegations that cannot be documented. Pero ibalik po natin, Mr. Speaker, pasensya na po kung Lian, meron po ba kayong away na politika sa Batangas? Or kayo po ay magkakasama?
Actually, ma'am, yung meeting ko with Congressman Garjola and Secretary Recto on April 15 or 16, as per my Facebook post, was for them to ask for my help for the campaign of Vilma and Lucky.
Yeah, I'm
After
sorry,
which,
Mr. Speaker, what year po? April?
2025,
So this was before?
para tulungan ko sila para sa 2025 elections. Dahil ang panalo ni Vilma kay Mike Rivera ay 7+% lamang. At nanalo siya sa aking distrito at natalo pa nga siya sa ibang mga distrito. Kaya pwede kong sabihin, kaya siya nanalo dahil sa panalo niya sa aking distrito. Ako po ay may 75% ng boto, siya ay nakakuha ng 42% ng boto. Pero yung siguro relasyon namin ay naging fractured dahil baka feeling threatened. Siguro, just my speculation, and sorry to delve into speculation, sila pagkatapos ng eleksyon. At ang isang halimbawa nito ay noong April 24, bumisita si Pangulong Marcos para sa bawat barangay makikinabang sa Batangas at may 84 barangays na hindi binigyan ng kanilang 200,000 pesos.
Matanong ko po, Mr. Speaker, 84 lang po ba ang hindi nakatanggap sa Batangas? Kasi dito sa records ko, lumalabas na 95.
Yung sa ibang distrito, hindi ko na po alam. Pero yung 84 na to ay lahat ng barangays sa dalawang bayan na nagsasabi, nag-submit sila, meron din kaming screenshots ng kanilang group chat na in-acknowledge na nag-submit sila, pero gumawa ng bagong group chat ang Liga ng Barangays ng Batangas na hiwalay sa dalawang bayan na to at sinabi daw na para lang sa mga bayan na ito ang bigayan. At sinabi sa kanila na ang Office of the Provincial Governor ay magdedesisyon kailan ibibigay yung 200,000 pesos sa mga barangays na ito.
Yeah. Balikan ko lang po yan, Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague. Honorable Lian Leviste, ito bang 200,000 sa bawat barangay? Ang sinasabi mo ba ay merong piling barangay at hindi lahat ang binibigyan?
110% base sa mga inilabas na naming ebidensya at mabuti kung magpatawag ng pagdinig ang Kongreso para hindi lang he said, she said, para magkaalaman na tayo kung anong totoo.
Kasi Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague, ako po ay tubong Leyte. At doon nga po sa Tacloban City, merong mga hindi nabigyan, hindi dahil sa politika, no? Kundi dahil hindi sila nakasubmit ng mga dokumento. At totoo po ba, Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague, na merong ibang mga barangay na walang dalang resibo? Ang tanong ko, Mr. Speaker, kapag walang resibo po ba, pwedeng mabigyan ng ating DILG or DOF or whatever agency is tasked with that?
May I respond, Madam Speaker? Nasa Facebook page ko po yung screenshots ng group chat na nagsasabi na hindi kasali itong dalawang barangays. At sila po ay nag-submit. Meron din naman pong group chat na nagsasabi na nakapag-submit sila. Kaya base po sa matibay na ebidensya at ayon sa kanilang testimonya, sinabi sa kanila ng Office of the Provincial Governor na hindi talaga sila kasama. Kaya para you don't just take it from me, magpatawag na lang ng pagdinig ang Kongreso tungkol sa bagay na ito.
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague, kanina kasi narinig ko lang yung 6 billion at tila nakakaingit yung foundation ni Congressman Lian. Yung foundation niyo po ay namimigay ng tulong at ang 6 billion ay nanggaling po sa inyo.
Opo, at wala pong contractor na nagbibigay sa akin ng suporta para sa eleksyon.
You
Yun ang
have
punto
1
ko.
minute, honorable members. Please wrap up.
So, Mr. Speaker, may I reiterate, ang 6 billion po ay donasyon nyo.
In cash and shares at hindi ko po natapos pa ang aking bigayan. Tuloy-tuloy ang libreng serbisyo medikal. Nakaraang linggo, nagbigay po tayo ng libreng serbisyong medikal sa medical mission sa aking distrito. Meron din tayong relief goods na inihahanda para sa darating na typhoon season. At kahit walang eleksyon, natutuwa lang ako na mamigay ng pera na alam ko ay galing sa malinis na panggagalingan.
At kapag sinabi niyo pong malinis na pinanggagalingan, saan po ito nanggaling, Honorable Lian?
Binenta ko ang shares sa aking kumpanya at ako po ay may business career na nasa public record at
Ano pong kumpanya ito, Mr. Speaker?
yung SP New Energy Corporation na binenta ko sa Meralco na lahat po ay nasa public record.
At dito po nanggaling.
Deputy Speaker, I believe we have exhausted too much time in
Yeah.
this topic.
Thank you very much.
Please wrap
Pero
up.
Yes,
nananawagan
last
din ako na
question.
gumawa ng pagdinig
Last
ang Kongreso
question,
tungkol
Mr.
sa tagong
Speaker.
yaman ng ibang mga
Majority Leader.
kongresista. Dahil
Yeah.
ako ay hindi
Mr.
nagtatago
Speaker,
ng aking mga
the time allotted for Representative Leviste has already expired.
Yeah.
I move to refer the speech, including the manifestations and interpellations, to the Committee on Rules.
There's a motion to refer the privileged speech to the Committee on Rules. An objection, Chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader,
I move to suspend the session.
session suspended. Session is resumed. Majority Leader,
Mr. Speaker, I would like to recognize Representative Laila De Lima.
Thank you, Mr.
the
Speaker.
Honorable De Lima is recognized.
Yes, I know that there is this pending motion about referring the matter already to the proper committee or terminating the period of terminating the privileged speech of Representative Leandro Leviste. Now, but this is an important parliamentary inquiry, status inquiry, because, you know, for clarity. Yes, we heard the motion of Representative Garin on the deletion or striking out of those portions or parts of the privileged speech without basis. I am very interested as to exactly are those, specifically, because during the break, during the suspension, this representation approached Representative Leviste, and I was asking him about his claim, the general claim, that everybody in this hall has engaged in vote buying. So I was telling him, can you please withdraw that particular portion because we find it offensive. For the record, this representation does not engage in any vote buying in any elections, including the last elections of 2025. And I remember Representative Leviste saying that he is willing to withdraw that particular portion. So may we ask Representative Leviste if in fact that is the case, that he has withdrawn, that he is withdrawing that portion because it has no basis, it has no evidence, it's purely speculative, it's offensive, it's unfair to everybody here in this hall. Can we have the answer, please? Because that is a
Request the
parliamentary
Majority Leader
inquiry.
Yes.
to respond.
Mr. Speaker, while we appreciate the sentiments of the Honorable Laila de Lima, I believe part of what she was espousing with regards to the contents of the speech was already part of the motion that be stricken off. Was already part of the motion in which parts of the speech be stricken off in which there was no basis, fact, or evidence.
I understand, Mr. Speaker and Mr. Majority Leader, but we would want it from the mouth himself of Representative Leviste about that withdrawal.
Majority Leader.
Mr.
It's
Speaker,
not just striking out, it's in fact withdrawal on his part.
that
Pwede
being the
po ba?
case, Mr. Speaker, I move to recognize the Honorable Leviste.
Thank you,
The
Mr.
Honorable
Speaker.
Leviste is now recognized.
First, I would like to clarify that I meant that there are some, but not all. And there are many members of Congress who do not violate election laws. So please do not consider that I said that all. And I definitely withdraw that there are...
Mr. Speaker, the request of this representation is that it's with respect to the withdrawal. No need for any explanation. Is he withdrawing?
Yes, but
That
I think also
portion of the speech.
for the benefit of the
Majority
people who are
Leader.
listening,
Mr. Speaker,
I
Majority Leader.
believe that
Order.
party lists
Doesn't need
Majority Leader.
do not buy votes for the most part. And
Mr.
that,
Speaker.
there are many districts in this country where you also don't buy votes, but there are some that do.
Majority Leader.
Some,
yes,
not all.
Mr. Speaker,
Yes.
given the withdrawal, I move, or I would like to repeat the motion that we refer the question of collective and personal privilege to the Honorable Leviste, to the Committee on Rules, as well as its interpellation.
The floor
I
has
so move.
decided already and was referred to the Committee on Rules. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to suspend session.
Session suspended.